Government corruption has never been more prevalent or caused more harm. It's why extremism is on the rise. It's why the financial gap between the haves and have nots has never been wider. And it's why our planet is at risk of an extinction level tragedy. That's why I need your help to keep exposing the truth about the rot on both sides of the aisle. Become a supporter or a friend of the show today by clicking on the coffee link in the description box below. Friends of the show join me on a Zoom hangout once a month, and you guys can ask me any questions you want, and I can get to know you better. But the most important reason to help is to keep the show alive. Together, we can and will save our country and our planet. Thanks in advance and enjoy the show. Hey everyone, welcome to the show. So huge news broke yesterday about potential obstruction in the investigation into the Capitol attack. According to the Inspector General for the Department of Homeland Security, Donald Trump's Secret Service deleted their text messages from January 5th and January 6th of last year. In a letter to the January 6th committee, they said that the messages were deleted as part of a 3-month pre-planned, quote, system migration. That is complete bullshit, and here's why. First of all, the Inspector General's office had already requested copies of these text messages when the deletion occurred. They knew that they were supposed to retain those records. At least that's what the IG is saying. Second, this isn't some random company that's replacing devices from their employees, right? This isn't like Google upgrading their employees' phones to the latest iPhone. This is the Secret Service of the United States of America. And it's not like this was just any random period of time either with a normal president. The Secret Service is trying to claim that, well, some of this data was lost, but no text relevant to the January 6th investigation were lost. Oh, okay. Since you just say so, I mean, how would we know if they're telling the truth? They've lied before many times. And Trump has his guys installed in the Secret Service. Remember, Tony Ornato is a Trump political minion who should have never been in charge of his Secret Service detail. And how convenient that these text messages were deleted when White House aide Cassidy Hutchinson testified that she was told that Trump threw a complete tantrum, had a total meltdown, and tried to reach for the throat of his lead Secret Service agent when he refused to take Trump to the Capitol on January 6th. We also, to back her up, have now closed-door testimony from a Metropolitan Police officer who was part of Trump's motorcade that day. He confirmed that Trump threw a hissy fit when he was told he couldn't go to the Capitol. And let's say for the sake of argument, that this was a pre-planned migration to new equipment or different software or whatever. After what happened on January 6th, wouldn't the Secret Service put the brakes on that whole thing? Wouldn't they say to themselves, hey, might be a good idea to preserve our communications from that day? And like I said, the Inspector General is saying these text messages were deleted after he requested all electronic communication from the Secret Service. But the department is saying, no, the IG didn't ask for these messages until mid-February. But January 6th committee member Adam Schiff is now out saying that he chairs a committee in Congress who also requested that all of that information be preserved and that he did so immediately after January 6th. So even if we give them the benefit of the doubt again and say, okay, they didn't get the IG's request until mid-February and that information was already deleted. No, they got a request from someone else as well, from Congress. And according to the Secret Service, they say that they require employees to back up and store communication whenever new devices are issued. However, they say that, employees don't regularly back up text messages. And it was cited in a news article that this happened in 2018 as well with the FBI. They said that the IG's office had to recover deleted text messages between FBI agents Peter Strzok and Lisa Page. Those were the two agents who were having an affair. They sent negative messages to each other about Donald Trump. But that's the FBI. I just don't believe that a government agency that's tasked with the all-important job of protecting the President of the United States, keeping him alive, that agency wouldn't require their agents to save text messages and to regularly review text messages to make sure you don't have some rogue actor in there, some, like a terrorist that got into the job. And to top it all off, the Inspector General said that the Secret Service employees refused to hand over records without having their department attorneys review them first. So not only are they saying, oh no, we deleted things, they're just gone, but what they did turn over, they held it up. The IG said that this whole process of having their attorney review it first, quote, caused weeks-long delays in OIG obtaining records and created confusion over whether all records had been produced. So January 6th committee chairman Benny Thompson said that they're going to see if they can have someone reconstruct these messages. And he intimated that the committee now might call Secret Service agents to testify. And here's the thing, people can say, oh, well, the IG is lying. He's not some liberal Democratic shill just trying to make the Secret Service look bad. He's actually a Trump shill. This is the same Inspector General who blocked the investigation into what took place at Lafayette Square. You guys might remember after George Floyd's death, there was a BLM protest where Trump stooges brutalized peaceful protesters and journalists. People were literally just standing there doing nothing, and they started beating them. They started tear gassing them. So what motive would this guy have to lie about the Secret Service and messages from the January 6th timeframe? Anyway, guys, when I hear more, because I know we will, I will let you know. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Take care. I'll talk with you soon.